This is a 2000 Dodge Intrepid with the old 2.7 dual overhead cam engine. It's in here for maintenance. I'm just changing the oil on it. I redid this engine 105,000 miles ago. It had 38,000 on it, and the timing chain had jumped on it because maintenance wasn't done on the engine. Since then, I've got to change the oil every 3,000 miles on it, close to it. This rebuild has 105,000 on it, and it's just as clean inside as it was when I put it together, just by changing the oil every 3,000. Since then, at 75,000, I had to tear it back apart and put a timing chain in it. The factory timing chain I put in it when I rebuilt it went bad. Started rattling, so I got it changed before it bent the valves again. Back when I got it in, it had 38,000 on it. The heads were sludged up. The valve covers was more or less jello molds for carbon buildup, tar. You couldn't see any of the bolts on the head or the cam bearings for the sludge in it at 38,000 because they didn't change the oil in it. And this one, the maintenance has been done on it every 3,000, give or take 100 miles. And it now has 39,000 or so on it. They don't make the original chain for it from the factory anymore, and aftermarket chains are useless. They'll last about a month or 3 months. So I had to go to the updated chain, which is like half the width of the original chain, and you have to buy new water pump, new sprockets, new guides. And as a general rule, anytime you take the timing chain out of this, you should replace the tensioner plunger with a new one. It's about $600 worth of parts. This is a used tensioner plunger. As I say, you should replace these. This line on it, if you take this valve cover off and you see this line, this sits in the head right underneath of that nipple. That cap is where this sits. And if you see this line, that means the tensioner is maxed out and the chain stretched and should be replaced, unless you want all the valves bent on it. But it's still clean. When I took it apart several thousand miles ago, it was just a thin haze of carbon on everything. No sludge in it whatsoever. None. No pockets of sludge anywhere in the heads. So I'm going ahead and changing the oil in it again. I started the car up and let it run for 3 minutes to warm the oil up. I just put it up on simple ramps. I already took the drain plug loose. Be advised, better take the filter off to check, make sure the O-ring's not on it, or you'll have a problem. And clean the surface off. This holds 5.8 quarts of oil. Once you install your filter, turn it till it contacts the base and give it a full 3/4 to 1 turn. Sometimes I have to go a little past that, just depends on how it feels. I usually tighten it down until I can't move it backwards with my bare hand. So it'll stay on there. And finish letting that drain. Once you're satisfied that this has pretty much stopped dripping, put the drain plug back in and tighten it to about 15 foot-pounds, maybe 18. I wouldn't go any more than that. The system holds 5.8 quarts of oil, 530 grade. Now start it up, let it idle for about 30 seconds, then run 2500 RPMs for at least 30 seconds, then look underneath for a leak off the oil filter, drain plug, or any oil running off onto the ground.